Okay, we are live. Welcome. Um, I'm so excited to have Donnise Webb, who is our Wealthy Goddess of the Month, and I'm super excited to feature her, highlight her, and so we can just show off like your success. So congrats, Donnise, and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very honored.
Uh, the honor is mine. I'm so excited for you. So I want to ask you, what were your, you've been part of our Wealthy Goddess program for a while now. So what were your real estate investing goals when you joined the program?
Well, I'll say I first discovered the program when I discovered you on a Bigger Pockets interview in 2019.
Okay.
And so I started following the Goddesses at that point. I had one rental property, and my desire was to get more and scale and learn about real estate investing. But when I saw you on Bigger Pockets, it was an amazing interview. I said, okay, I got to follow this woman. And I joined your Facebook group. I started, looking at your content, and I was just, it was great. And it helped me to take those next steps.
Awesome. So when did you officially join the program?
So I officially joined in 2022, but that
Okay.
doesn't mean that I wasn't consuming content and learning. One of the great things that I really like about you and what you've been doing is there's so much that you give to people, whether or not they're part of the community, that people can learn from you. And so I learned a lot before I actually even joined the community. But joining the community just took it to a whole nother level.
So what made you finally join?
Because I wanted more in-depth coaching and mentoring. And I felt that just the community of the goddesses, the women that were in the program, they were doing deals together, they were forming relationships, and I just wanted to be a part of that sisterhood.
Awesome. So I want you to brag away. What have you accomplished since joining our sisterhood?
Okay, so let's see, where do I start? Well, I will start with the fact that joining the Goddesses, or actually following you, I learned about apartment syndications, which I had no idea about before I discovered you. And so one of the first things I did from learning from you was I joined a syndication. So I joined as a limited partner. So it's a passive investor in apartment syndication in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was just an amazing experience. I was able to invest money. I was able to get, the returns on a monthly basis, the tax benefits and the depreciation, all the good stuff that comes along with real estate investing. And then when that particular deal closed, I shared in the profits after the property was sold. So that was one of the biggest things that I did as a result of being part of the Goddesses. One of the other big things that I did after starting to follow you is I did my very first purchased the property, and I did a full rehab of this property, from the roof to to everything, walls, electrical, plumbing. And we actually converted that house. Instead of renting it traditionally, we turned it into transitional housing. So we actually house 6 young women. They live there. It's a fully furnished property where we provide the electricity, the furniture, all the utilities, and they each pay a modest amount. And it's been worked out really, really well for them.
And then you're in the middle of doing another one. So let's talk about that one.
Right. So now we have another property that we are in the process of converting to a medium-term rental. And that's another property that, I've gotten guidance from another goddess. So someone else in the program who specializes in medium-term rentals. And she's providing me with, the little hints and coaching that I need. So that's one of the great things about the program, is that you have all these coaches, all these people that know all of these different things. So we've been able to benefit from that. So I'm super excited. That project should be completed I would say by mid-March, and we'll be ready for my first medium-term rental.
Amazing. So
Thank
great. So what have you appreciated most about being part of the program?
I love the sisterhood. I love the encouragement. So it's not just about real estate investing, it's about mindset. A lot of us hold ourselves back for whatever reason. We get a lot of mindset training, retraining your brain. I think that's really, really important. The sisterhood and the accountability. So we do accountability pods every day of the week in the mornings, where a group of us get together and we tell each other what we plan to do to advance our real estate goals for that day, and we hold each other accountable. And I think that's amazing in order for us to move forward. So you can think it, but when someone else hears it, it helps to hold you accountable so that you actually take action.
Yeah, love that. So what did you learn from the program that you didn't know before? Because you've been studying this for a long time.
Yeah. Like I said before, the biggest thing is apartment syndications. Since being, introduced to you and doing this program, I've been involved in 3 apartment syndications. Yeah.
Awesome. And what do you now know that you think has made the biggest difference for you?
For me, knowing that you don't have to do it alone, and that you can partner with other people. It doesn't have to be all of your money. It doesn't have to be all of your talent. You don't have to know how to do everything. So I've always been the type of person to do stuff on my own, and this whole experience has helped me to realize that you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah. Not only do you not have to, but you tend to have much better results when you don't. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
And what is one piece of advice that you would like to give to a woman who's at the beginning of her journey with real estate investing?
I would say for me, a big piece of advice is don't wait until you are perfect. That don't wait till you know everything. You can learn as you do and as you're taking action. So that was me. I had analysis paralysis for a long time, where all I was doing was studying, 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 and not doing. And so you realize, man, you can learn as you go. You just take those steps and then you figure out as you go along.
Yeah. That was that Martin Luther King quote. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step in faith. So I love that. What's your next big real estate investing goal or life goal?
So, as I mentioned, I've been a limited partner, a passive investor in 3 apartment syndications. I would love to take that to the next level and participate actively in a syndication.
Yeah, excited to support you in that. So would you recommend, now we're in 2023, would you recommend the Wealthy Goddess program? And if so, why?
Absolutely. And I tell my female friends, I told my sister about the Wealthy Goddess program. Anyone that wants to learn about real estate, and not just real estate, because we do talk about different asset classes. We talked about stocks the other night, and all the different ways to invest in real estate. You can learn it all with the Wealthy Goddess program. And then you also get that sisterhood. So you get to meet a lot of women from all around the country, that are like you, that are different from you at different levels, but everyone is still just loving and supportive.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's time for our end of, I always end every interview with the Trinity, which is a brag, a gratitude, and a desire. So what are you celebrating right now? What is your brag?
So my brag is that I have taken action to just diversify my assets, taking those steps to not only include rental properties and real estate, but also expanding into apartment syndications and cryptocurrency and stocks. So that's my brag, that I'm just taking it to the next level with all of my diverse assets.
So well bragged and so abundant.
Thank you.
And what's one thing you're grateful for?
I would say what I'm most grateful for is my family. My husband's been super supportive throughout my real estate journey. My mom, who lives with us now, has been supportive of everything I've done from the minute I was born to now. And then, of course, my children and our grandchildren are why and our reason for doing all of this. So my
Mm,
family is what I'm grateful for.
I love it. Beautiful. And last but not least, what is one desire?
So my one desire, if I have to pick one, is just to be able to, like I said before, co-sponsor a real estate syndication so that I can take myself to the next level with regard to my knowledge and experience. And I just have a heart also for helping others and to learn how to invest in different ways. So it's my desire that I position myself in a way that I can help others in that regard.
Mm, beautiful. Well, thank you so much and congratulations again for being our Wealthy Goddess of the Month.
Thank
You are crushing it, and I so appreciate how you show up in the program. You're so generous with your, you truly embody sisterhood. So,
thank you. I appreciate it. And,
yeah.
I have to just say, I appreciate you, Monique, because you are so sincere and you give your knowledge, you give your heart to the women in the program, and that speaks volumes. I think that any woman in the program would say the same thing, that we just appreciate you for all you do.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.